Hey guys, those of you who have been preparing for your AIAT ka exam, that's called as 3-year ka LLB ka course in terms of, in Symbiosis, then this video is for you guys because I'm going to share with you what are the important essential contents you need to keep in your mind while preparing for this exam, where to get the materials from, what are the important core subjects, what is the time duration, what are the essential factors you need to keep in your mind for preparing for AIAT ka exam for 2022, as well as this same pattern can also be opted for the next upcoming years, which can be required or updated in the coming up videos. I'll be informing you in much detail, but for the time being, just remember that your AIAT exam plays a very important role for getting admission to the 3-year ka LLB. So I'll start directly with the eligibility ka criteria. So eligibility is that you should be having at least 45% in your degree. If you are an SC and ST, you can have at least 40%, and make sure that even you try to clear up all these exams within the first attempt and hopefully doesn't have any kind of backlog. That is also advisable. And along with that, final year students can also apply. It doesn't mean that you guys should wait for one long year for applying for it. There's nothing like that. You guys can go and apply at the right moment. Please do it if you're a final year student. And the website, it's very simple. Just go to Google and type Symbiosis ka AIAT ka exam or 3-year ka LLB ka course. You will find it. And 5 years ka LLB, you know very well, it is called SLAT exam. That is for 5 years. For 3 years, it's just simple as AIAT ka exam. So most of your exam, this entire AIAT ka exam, it's going to be in an online way. So in an online way, it's something called as online written test. So in online written test, you'll be having subjects called as socio-legal or politico-legal, or in terms of current affairs and contemporary topics. These are your major subjects in terms of for your online written test. So for this, there's something called as descriptive answers. Descriptive or subjective way. You're supposed to answer to this question. So how we are going to do it? It's very simple. You guys should keep in your mind that you are supposed to write only 2 answers for it. Only 2 answers you can write, and each question carries 20 marks. So 2 questions there. So 20 plus 20 is how much? 40 marks. So 40 marks you can fetch from this entire descriptive related aspect of it. I hope you guys got a clarity. So now, and the time duration for you to finish this 2 questions, you can use up the entire 65 minutes. That is really advisable. But one important aspect, you can follow the IBC ka format. I make my students to follow in that way. When students come to for one-to-one sessions, I just tell them to follow the IBC ka format: introduction, body, and conclusion, if possible. If you know any case laws or any kind of quotes, any kind of attractive way, paradox and all, if you want, you can basically start with it: introduction, body, a case law, and then a conclusion. Advisable with some kind of articles, we'll be really impressed with it. So now, along with it, so guys, very important aspect which I want you guys to really focus is upon, next, after your 40 marks ka your descriptive and subjective type, that means after finishing that, next 20 minutes would be given for you to attempt for GK, legal knowledge, current affairs, and English. So these are your next set of next set of subjects which you'll be getting for 20 minutes time duration would be given. And at this point of time, you guys are literally supposed to play a very fast track important role for covering up all the questions. So you can get from GK, current affairs, English, and legal knowledge. I'll be telling you which resources to be referred at the last, but for the timing, just remember this, just write it down somewhere. Third important aspect is called that you'll be getting a psychometric test. So psychometric test, it's also going to be for 20 minutes. Psychometric test kya hote hai? Very simple, like verbal reasoning, logical reasoning. I'll tell you which and all resources to be referred. You can find up the last, but for the time being, just write it down. You have 3 kinds of tests. One is descriptive, one is about GK, current affairs, English, and legal knowledge, and then the last part is called as psychometric test. So after you finish your test, you'll be having your interview, and SOP and all plays a very important role over there. SOP, LOR, mistakes mat karo yaar, at least this time. That's the reason I'm making this video at the very earliest, so that you keep in your mind and then you start preparing for it. Got it? So overall time duration is going to be like for 65 minutes for your descriptive, 20 minutes is for your pura GK, current affairs, English, and legal knowledge, and psychometric test 20 minutes milega. So this should be a major understanding in terms of your pura AIAT ka exam. So now when I say you on how exactly you need to prepare for your AIAT ka exam, in terms of socio-legal, or it could be in terms of the politico-legal, and in terms of contemporary issues, you need to keep one thing in your mind, that is mainly about an important core value, that is about 2 questions you need to attempt, that is for 20 marks each. So for that you can refer for the books like Phonology Legal. Instagram में famous page है Phonology Legal, वो भी refer करो, वो बहुत important होती है, and it is an lifeline for the law students. So majority of the law students, I literally ask them to prepare on it because it has created an impact for them. So Phonology Legal है, you can even refer live law का sources, that is also available. Bar and bench का source, that is also really available. Bar and bench, law digest and all you can refer. But Hindu newspaper is the must. वो भी learn it यार. Hindu paper, it's like Hindu, especially the editorial page. Learn it properly. Your comprehension skills you will learn, you will increase a lot. Along with that, your answer writing ka format, you will beautify your English. Your English is this level. It will be reaching to this level at the coming up days. It's only possible by reading of the Hindu editorial. Now, second important aspect is called as for your GK, reading comprehension, current affairs and other factors. You can keep in your mind that you can refer to the book, like you can refer to LUCENT. That is also a very good source for referring to your GK, especially for your GK. GK, refer LUCENT source, or you can use like just type in the Google like self-guide BK Universal. That book also you can refer. Or if you're already prepared for some kind of competitive exams or some kind of sources, you can even refer that. कोई बात नहीं, refer करो, it's still fine. Now, for people who are preparing with current affairs, Hindi is the backbone. Like Hindu is the backbone, not Hindi. Hindu is the backbone. So Hindu newspaper refer karo, because even your interview, your written exam, everything will be helping out. Hindu newspaper refer karo. And reading comprehension, in internet itself you'll find many kind of couple of comprehension. Like if you're using the Hindu paper only, gradually you will improve. But this is a very good source where you guys can literally start. And third part is about how to prepare for your psychometric test. So psychometric test के लिए आप लोगों के लिए you can get questions from verbal reasoning, logical reasoning, verbal reasoning. You'll get find of many couple of sources, but I suggest you refer R.S. Agarwal ka book. I refer this even for students of Christ as well as for other competitive exams. Even UPSC people refer R.S. Agarwal. You guys can literally afford it. It's totally fine. It is not that a kind of expensive. Still you can do it. Okay. Now, in terms of interview, how you need to prepare for your AIAT ka exam plays a very important role. I'll be making a very deep analysis video on that basis, but for the time being, just remember this. Your pura AIAT ka exam interview plays a very important role, especially even the SOP. SOP is like a Bible. We being interviews, when I take for the sessions with the students also know, SOP analysis, we do it very properly and very systematically. And along with that, it could be in terms of, in your interview, morely you'll be having questions in terms of common interview based questions. That's about your strength, your weakness, your own hobbies, on how you can progress, where you need to progress. For example, your readings, who's your inspiration, those kind of questions. And campus based questions, why you want to apply for this college, or what is the main reason behind it, and what is your inspiration, what do you know about a campus based questions. Now course related questions about law itself, you'll get questions. For example, now recent it's about trending issues on hijab case. So what do you support for it, are you not supporting for it, which articles are there in favor of it, which articles are against for it. For example, article 14, article 25, I'm just giving a random example and that basis. And then next could be on current affairs. Like, see, interview preparation is like an ocean, where I tell when I take separate individual one-to-one sessions for the students, I tell them one important thing, that interview, its preparation is like an ocean. The more you go deep, that big the ocean becomes. इतना ज़्यादा है. So इसलिए ये भी mind में लगाकर पढ़ो. It's very important, and trust me, you will ace out your pura interview process based on this principle of it. So I hope now you guys have got a clarity, and if you want to have a one-to-one session with me regarding how to start studying, where you need to, like how you need to prepare for the interview, anything like that, I'll be dropping out my link below in the description box. Hope you guys can get in touch with me, and I'll be much more blessed to help you out. So thank you so much, wishing you all the best. Let's catch up for the next video. Until then, see you, goodbye.